Welcome back to the kitchen, where we are doing something that I've been wanting to do for a few months, if not a year, because I chose the wrong color, essentially. Now, to be fair, I do like this color. It's like an oatmeal color, and I've been really into that kind of color for years now. But I was really hoping for some more contrast between this and the white upper cabinets. And you don't really see it because there's no white right next to any of these cabinets. The dark stainless and with the color of the countertops, it looks dingy. It just looks like a dingy white, like it's dirty, and that is not what I'm going for. So I decided to push it further and get a darker kind of version of this color. This is color matched to, what is it, Farrow and Ball shaded white. Again, I like that color. It's just not dark enough, apparently. So for months I've been thinking about this. And so I'd go on to, I think it was the Behr website had the best color finding tool. They have the whole palette arranged in front of you. And I did this a couple different months. Chose basically the same color each time without looking back at what I had chosen before. That's how you know it's a good color. If you choose it multiple times, blind. So what I ended up with, it's basically the same color as Behr Elephant Skin, but it is the Glidden version of that, which I think is called Stone Gray, because I got it from Home Depot. So it is a really nice neutral stone brown color, and we're gonna see if it looks good with everything else, because I honestly don't know. Matching such a warm brown and such a cool gray, that's a little tough. So I hope I chose something that was neutral enough to kind of play on both of them. Let's find out. It looks really brown, just straight out of the can, but I know that I compared this to very cool grays and very warm browns, and this was in the middle, so fingers crossed. Now I've been using these tiny foam rollers for all of my cabinets because I don't have anywhere to spray them. I would rather spray them, but this does a really good job at not leaving any kind of marks if you're careful. You can leave marks if the paint is kind of tacky and you just roll over it before it's fully dry. So you just gotta be careful. I'm gonna start over here on this cabinet because it's got the waterfall edge on it and the oven on the other side. So I should be able to tell if this is a good color based on this cabinet alone. First I gotta take off all the handles. Okay, what do we think? I have no idea. It is darker. It is more of an obvious contrast. And I think the tone is good. If I look at it on that side with the wood, it looks a little bit warmer. But when I look at it over here with the black, it looks a bit cooler. So I think it's doing what I want it to do. Just gotta let it dry and put on another coat, and it's just paint, so if I end up not liking it, I'll just go over it again. So let's continue on. So it turns out I've stripped the screws on this one, and it will not be coming off. That was annoying anyway. I'm just gonna go around them. It's definitely coming off more green and cool on camera, which is interesting because in person it's almost more purple. But those are the exact kind of neutrals that I love, so I think I like it.
The next day.
So I've run into a problem. Unforeseeable, completely unforeseeable. Apparently I used unpaintable caulk to fill in that gap. Probably because I had it on hand. But it turns out they're not lying when they say it's unpaintable. Look what it does. See that? It's like a beaded up. Gonna have to try to use this to scrape it off because I don't have any other scrapers. So, okay, I think I got the majority of it. So I'm gonna do a second coat and I'll see you then. You want to inspect my paint job? What do you think? Do you approve? Okay. Good, because I like it. I think that is just the right tone. It looks kind of green in certain lights. It looks kind of purple in other lights. Like on camera, it's pulling olive green for some reason, but in person, it's pretty brown actually. And then in the morning, it's very gray. And I think it goes really nicely with a backsplash, with all the different wood tones, and with the appliances, and with cone. We're not going to talk about the floor though, because that's another video. See you then.